stupidest joke.
He's hilarious. Okay, all right. So I'll start off with a bit of. Hold on a second. A bit of slightly differently, just a bit of over narrative. So the city stirs. Strangeness lurks in the alleyways and crawls on its belly through the tunnels underfoot. There is a gaunt man with a wide-brimmed hat walking out of an apartment building. He's leaving behind a person who is now convinced that none of this should be happening. It is impossible. The half-masked face of Bloody Rose stares balefully down from a massive digital sign onto in Times Square. People with eyesight glasses stare up in awe as she steps fully from the screen and dances in the shadows of the skyscrapers. 3 mobsters lounge in a parked sedan in Brooklyn, tracking members of their own family involved in a mysterious side gig. A giggling young couple walks their dog past the sedan, glancing momentarily at a wall of graffiti which reads, "Dream City Dream. None of this is real yet and never was." In a parking lot at dusk, a woman who was refused an upgrade of her schizophrenia medications sits in the shadow of a car, playing a game on her eyesight glasses. She grips a machete and waits for an alien invader to walk past. A 10-year-old girl with long black hair lies asleep on an old couch and dreams about herself. Perched on top of a 2-story building, a masked vigilante waits for an excuse to kill. The city continues to dream. Last session, October 3rd, you guys, several of you went to a pawn shop where the car that Robin had been in had crashed. Jasen attempted to spell the scene of the past and failed, and Alyssum tried to reveal traces of Robin and learned through magic that she had indeed gone north. And your group, you theorized that the Latin Kings might have picked up Robin after she fled from the Jamaicans. And recall this, Robin was searching for someone, possibly her sister named Isa, and you speculated the Latin Kings might have maybe had interest in potential magic abilities. Vikessa spent that time at City Hall, discovering an abandoned subway tunnels beneath the Korean facility in the Journal Square in Jersey City. Several of you investigated the blackout zone, practiced magic within sensory deprivation in Hollis, experiencing entering the zone. Helga tried to create light without success. Alyssum practiced repairing a broken pencil and theorized that the practicing magic in the blackout zone might enhance magical effectiveness. And Helga continued the experiment. Jasen met with a member of the Latin Kings, and when he met El Predicador, the member of the Latin Kings, he attempted a handshake. The gangster did. That would have scratched Jasen with a metallic fingernail, but Jasen evaded that. He asked the gangster about Robin, who denied any knowledge and dismissed the idea that the Latin Kings would hold a lost mentally ill girl. And El Predicador abruptly ended the meeting after some side talk. Alyssum and you guys speculated that, speculating about why and so on. Jasen returned to his office to review footage from the Korean lab and felt a slight rash and cough developing, possible signs of poisoning. Alyssum returned to her apartment to practice magic, entering a lucid dream state from waking, and basically developed a pencil repair spell, and then experimented with a new 6-hour ritual using her path of sight and tarot cards to reveal items touched by specific people. And Vikessa finished.
I thought it was to repair a bunch of pencils.
Yeah. So Vikessa finished working on the leather mask and reviewed footage, meeting with Martha Grace, and then arranged to meet again with Martha Grace, and purchased a high-end camera, telescopic lens, and a parabolic microphone. Martha arrived at Vikessa's apartment with tactical gear and revealed herself as a vigilante called the Huntress, and admitted to following Vikessa. And Vikessa attempted to... Do you mind if I reveal this, Sam?
Which part?
The meeting, the events of the meeting.
I don't think I care.
Okay.
From what I recall.
Vikessa attempted to demonstrate to Martha.
Well, I did demonstrate, but she didn't believe it.
Right. Demonstrated magic and shaping leather. Martha didn't believe that. And then Vikessa attempted to cast a horrify sigil, and it didn't work. So Martha remained unconvinced. And Vikessa shared with Martha her investigation into Soma, and invited Martha to join a stakeout, which Martha accepted before making a dramatic exit, teleporting away in black smoke. So that is where we left off. We didn't fully finish out October 3rd, day 9. Though we can easily just by basically, Helga, you were doing lab work on Soma. So let's see how many days that is doing that. Or quarter days, rather. Oh, okay, 5 quarter days. Okay. So you're basically nearing the end of your short-term analysis of Soma. You are identifying certain, like, major active compounds and things in cutting agents and basic chemical structure and potency information. So yeah, that's what you'll be learning. You're about to get a knowledge of. It will take maybe another week to identify things like how exactly it affects the body, or rather, if there's any like secondary compounds, unknown like lesser known chemicals, detection windows, half-lives of like how if you could test somebody in their blood, and let's see, basically, detection window. Another week would be detection window. Why antihistamines shut it down.
Okay, I'll just do some Soma stuff, and I'll like text be like, "Who wants to meet up for drinks tonight?" and pick like the worst bar I can find, like just the shittiest, most like divey. Maybe not the shittiest. Someplace maybe live music. I think it'd be fun. And I'll text be like, "Who wants to meet up?" and I'll like pick a spot that's middle-ish, easily accessible by transit. And try to look at the map.
Yeah, so you'd probably be somewhere around downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The map is taking forever. Okay, there we go. I'm in. I'm loaded. Okay, yeah, sometime down. Yeah. I'll just pick a crusty bar that's probably has some live music tonight. I'll be like, who wants to go see some music? Have some $2 PBRs.
Okay. Did you say you are spending another point two on Soma investigating?
Yeah.
Okay.
But tonight I want to hang out. Be like, who wants to come hang out?
All right.
Well, we did some stuff this morning, which was last night, but I miss everybody. Let's hang out. Let's learn about the city. Let's go see some local music. So I'm gonna find a crusty bar, hopefully not like much of a cover charge of. It's just nice to do some. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right, that's fine. And
Alice.
Yeah, so
Alice and everyone, Vincent wants to make a complete map, like a 3D map of the underworld, and I could use your guys' help, especially maybe Alice doing like making a model or something when you get time with my help.
That sounds fun.
Do that.
Okay. Speaking of which, Patrick, give me a. So, how are you going about investigating this? What of the underworld is mapped and what isn't? It sounds very similar to what Vikessa just did. Spent 6 hours researching what tunnels are underneath Journal Square.
Well, it's more like the Undercity. I think Pat meant the criminal underworld.
Okay. Yeah. What are?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I meant physical map.
Tunnels. Yeah.
I want to have a map of everything, so we just have the map, and then we know where everything is, and then we can know stuff.
Yeah, that's what I literally just did, right?
Yeah, I want all of it, though. I want the whole everything.
Yeah, that's a huge project. No, I'm not shitting on it because Helga is spending his.
Yeah, I figured it was a
like
big
the Soma thing. Yeah, that's also a huge project. Yeah. Okay.
So your question was, how am I doing it?
Yeah. How are you?
So I'll look up public records.
Okay.
I'll see what is out there already and just slowly chug away at it. And
Okay.
just like when I'll just slowly chug away and create a 3D map and add little notes to it, and we can share it with the group and just chip away at it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I won't ask for a roll yet. I will consider this to be a crafting. Well, not technically using crafting, but it'll be like that. I'll figure out how. As I'll give you later an estimate for how many quarter days this might take, and it is fuzzy. I think what you will have learned right now from this quarter day is that the project, what is a fuzzy thing, what it means to be complete. It's one of those 80-20 things where like maybe the first 80% or the first 20 or whatever, it's easy to get the surface stuff, but then 80% of the effort is like the last 20% of the information, that kind of thing. And so it'll be up to you about what it means to be finished. And you're learning that there's like lots of lost record. There's certainly going to be a lot of shit that happened in the building in the history of the city that's just gone for some reason. So already now that it won't be 100% complete, especially like the deeper it goes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. And keep track of that, and I'll give you more information about that project. So, what's up?
Sorry, and then do you guys want to go down that elevator that we couldn't climb down that one time?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's fun.
we'll make a plan and check it out.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
I heard somebody talking.
It's me. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I said sounds good to me.
All right. Jason, I'm going to get you're looking at footage from the Korean lab, and give me a observation investigator roll.
Okay.
+1, because you're spending time on that.
All right, so that's 4 + 4. All right, so I had a question about leveling up skills.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
All right, so the cameras were set up, I believe, on Monday, and 1 second. All right, you see actually very little activity at the entrances. One of the entrances is the drugstore entrance, and it seems normal, completely normal activity at the drugstore. Absolutely nothing suspicious there. The back entrance that is the door that had obvious white vans parked around it. Those vans are gone, and you don't see. You would have expected things like big beefy Korean guys like carrying big boxes in and out and stuff like that. And it's like that's not happening. And same with the garage doors in the alleyway. But one thing that you do notice a couple times. So I'm not sure if you remember last session at the beginning of last session I mentioned that Finley actually was spotted reloading the SD cards. But at the same time, she spotted who spotted her, and that was these guys these Korean guys with eyesight glasses. She saw them coming towards her in her direction as she was surreptitiously messing with the final camera, and then she disappeared. She doesn't think she was identified because she was wearing a hood and a bandana around her face, and so she's sure she wasn't identified, but she thinks that the cameras have probably been found, and she saw that apparently this place is being observed. And you notice that in the footage that there's some distinct cars. There's a blue SUV and these two specific cars, a blue SUV and this white SUV, that every day are parked in the same spot, but these guys are sitting in them and watching the entrances, or potentially these guys are sitting in them all day, and they okay, it's not two cars, but they're they swap out. Looks like there's shifts of these cars. Potentially, it looks to you like people staking. It's there's a stakeout.
Can I tell who they are? Do they look like they're another gang, or?
Finley can. Finley says at one point one of the guys gets out to go take a piss or something, goes into a nearby store in one of the footages. When Finley's, rewind that. Yeah, okay, that's the guy those are the guys that were coming to try to find me. And she says they look like muscular Korean dudes wearing.
The Koreans are sticking out their own place. So there's no evidence that they're going in and out, but they're obviously keeping an eye on the entrance.
Correct.
Or one of the entrances. So this means that
both of them. Both of the entrances.
keeping an eye on both the entrances, but not coming in and out of those entrances.
Correct.
That means that they're coming in and out of another entrance, which we don't know where that is, but it could be miles away. They have underground vans. This underground seems pretty extensive.
Which I now have a full.
Which
I now have a full map. I now have a full map of that network.
Oh,
They
you
know
do?
it's being watched. It's possible that lab has now been cleared out and we explore it.
It seems like you think that they moved everything. That just seems unlikely. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe you're right. Maybe we went down there and we caused enough of an issue. We got what's her name out. They know that they were trying to keep this place a secret. It's not a secret anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe they did move somewhere else, and they're just trying to see if there's any more activity here. In which case, all we'd have to do is we'd have to take out this vehicle of people, and then we could go in.
Yeah. I can cast spells now. I could cast Farsight and look inside.
You can do that?
Wait, how are you here? I thought this was just Finley and me.
Oh, sorry.
When you guys
Not
could,
Disney calls Alyssum as
yeah. This when you guys do this kind of thing, I'm that's fine because you guys have phones.
We're FaceTiming.
Jason does not have a smart. He cannot FaceTime.
We have
Okay.
group chats.
Finley
Yeah.
does, I bet though.
We have group texting. We're all avid texters.
Jason's
Helga
not part of the
sending you
group
the
chat.
dankest. What?
Every time you send him a group chat, it comes as an individual message.
I hope you're on a prepaid plan.
He's had the same cell phone since 1999.
Bless him for it. He's got one of those Nokias that will never die.
Yeah.
I didn't
wanna
get a
get-
smartphone until 2018.
I
This
think
game
I
takes
was.
place in 2012.
Ha.
Wait, are you
This is
saying that
good.
Jason got a smartphone before I did? Jason would say that it seems like, yeah, that they're not coming in and out of this entrance. Basically, this conversation happened. Great. Oh,
So Finley says, "Hey, we can tell them more, talk more about it, maybe with Helga's Solga's inviting us to come hang out at a bar."
oh, great.
What time is
Yeah,
it?
that sounds fun.
I'm gonna say 9 p.m. Just take the bar, have grilled cheese and French fries there.
No, I meant what time in the game is
So
it? What time is it?
I'm jumping through the time, focusing on each individual. So right now, Jason and Finley, at this point of like finishing up that information gathering shit, it's like finishing reviewing the footage. I don't know, it's like 5 or 6.
All right, let's go out. Come on, Finley. Jeez, we can celebrate something. I don't know what we're celebrating. Jason gets really depressed. He's like, oh god.
No, Jason, what we're doing is we're spending time together, and we're getting our city integration, and we're gonna get a little drunk. Those are
Right.
all good
Jason-
things.
Jason goes to the bar and he just keeps talking about how much he wishes Yawim could be here. Yawim would have really enjoyed this, and
Yeah.
oh
And
Yawim, he gets
we can
really
talk
sad.
about. Oh, I didn't know him very well,
He's just a giant rock man now.
but
Yeah.
you know what? At least we'll always remember him in life. He was, and there's a
Right.
beautiful statue. One day we might be able to unmagic him.
Maybe there's a Yawim in this world. Jason
Yeah,
looks
we
at
might
the
go-
bartender. Does the bartender look like it could be Yawim, like the version of Yawim in this world?
No, the bartender is
For me.
just
He has a bug face. He has a bug face.
yeah. It's actually Steve Buscemi. No, there's 2 bartenders. This is some dive bar called Crazy Eddie's, and there's a short fat guy with sleeve tattoos and a bartender woman who she's like 40 but looks like she's been a bartender for about 50 years. And yeah, the place smells of beer, just smells of beer. And
Bone Cyst is playing.
bone cyst. Yeah.
Jason's gonna think back to his time smuggling alcohol and beer and stuff, and was there a brewer who could have potentially been Yawim, like maybe Jean or Johan?
Yeah, you did have you had a guy who you learned the brewing industry from. Your first hustle and stuff was a convenience store. Your family owned a convenience store, and then you got into smuggling after that. Illicit goods, black market, hard to find luxuries, black market liquor and stuff like that. And then that was eventually when Percival Cortez fucked you over, drained your bank accounts, your connections were turned on you, and then you started to, from scratch, you rented a dingy storefront and started to build a beer business. And
There was a Jewish guy whose nickname was L'chaim. The dwarven name Yawim is how Meromenian dwarves say cheers.
he was your mentor.
Maybe that was Yawim. Jason
'Cause that's-
explains to everyone. Seems like a little happier now. Yeah, that was what happened to that guy. Anyway, should give him a call.
You should.
Yeah, you lost touch with him, and he
Jason pulls out like this
'Cause
fat
you had-
wallet, and it's just full of business cards, and he's like picking through it, trying to find this guy's phone number. Hi. It's just
so you don't have his phone.
Jason. Then he
You-
stuffs like this whole wad of business cards just like back into his wallet, and you can see it just like barely closes, and he puts it back in his pocket.
You carry
Okay.
all that around with you every day.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna need someone's phone number, contact info.
I think it'd be nice to like gently guide Jace to like the phone and being like, hey, I know you hate these things, but literally all my content from here. Look how small it is. It's much easier to carry and there's no risk of
Jason's
card
like,
getting
what
like,
if someone hits
damaged
it
or
with a-
deleted or
What if someone
Um,
hits it with a magnet? Phones are fragile.
they are fragile. But phones and froze also in the cloud. Like it's stored online as well, not just
when you
here.
say stored in the cloud, Jason like shivers.
It's stored on the internet, like on a computer. So if they destroyed this thing,
Jason's like,
I
I know
still have
what the
access.
cloud is. I know what the cloud is.
Okay, sorry. I'm just
I
like
just
I
don't trust.
respect. Yep, fair
I feel
enough.
that was a real Disco Elysium image in my head. It's like you feel the cold at the mention of the cloud. You feel a cold wind go through your bones. A pigeon takes off on a pier 20 miles away.
Jason mutters into his beer. He's like, "Don't tell me about the cloud."
I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you. It's just like that's just so much stuff to handle or haul around. But regardless,
you know what?
let's all
I used to
cheers
haul around.
with
I
our
used to
$2.
haul around a big bag of junk with me everywhere I went. Do you remember that? I had that giant Santa Claus bag just full of shit. You never complained then. You were never like, "Oh, why'd you have all this stuff?" You were grateful that I had your beakers and whatever you needed.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was trying to make things better. I didn't mean these cards are great. Some of them have really beautiful designs on them. Wow, these people know how to design a business card. Fuck yeah.
What is the most impressive business card that Jason has, Brian? Like former mayor, the editor of a newspaper, anything he can really show off to Solga?
Let's see. Your connections, your best connections are that would have business cards are like former business associates, local bar owners, small-time entrepreneurs. So there's some startup that has like a see-through. You don't even know if this person or the startup exists anymore. But they had like this see-through business card with some designs on it, see-through plastic designs on both sides. They were like a testing company, testing beer.
Jason doesn't have any
micros.
impressive business cards. He doesn't have like chief of police, mayor,
You have the goalie for the
like
New York
the president of the Chamber of Commerce.
Have
Okay, give me.
Vincent and don't have their business.
Okay, so Matt, give me a scholar streetwise or scholar business, whichever one you prefer.
All right, here we go. Nothing.
Okay. Nope.
Jason gets
The rest
really
is this
depressed again. I
cheap
don't know why I have all
see-through
this shit,
techies.
honestly.
Hey, if you like it,
It's just a
and
bunch
all
of
around,
usage.
like honestly, it's a power play because if you're like talking to someone, you're like, oh, let me see what the content information. You pull out this wad, I'd be frightened. That's like such a power play. Like I know all these fucking people.
Jason just starts like
you know.
flicking random business cards into the garbage. Who
Don't
are
do
these
that.
people?
Don't do that. Stop that. Helga would try to like people be like, listen, all these people they made enough of an impression that you want to be able to contact them again. Like just because they're not on your phone, who gives a shit? It's a phone. It's a piece of shit. This stupid little black rectangle. But these people all made an impact on your lives enough that you want to remember. You should hold on to that.
So Patrick, you're hanging out there too. Vincent is.
I apologize. I had an important call that I had to take, so I was
That's okay.
out for some of that. Last I heard, I was meeting up with Helga.
Yeah. You're at like a dive bar in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn. That's where they are, called Crazy Mike's or something. And
Is it called Chemical Tricks?
no, called
That'd be a good bar name.
Crazy Vincent's.
So
No, it's
you did that phrase earlier. I thought it was interesting.
Chemical Tricks.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's how you describe the magic
Yeah.
of the leather movement. Can I quickly, I apologize, quickly get a summary of what was seen on the surveillance
Oh.
that Jason viewed?
Yeah. So I guess you show up to the bar, and Jason could explain that to you.
So basically what we found was that there was no evidence of the Korean mafia moving stuff in and out of the facility, but they were staking out the entrance. There were multiple cars there. They would switch out, so they're doing pretty intense surveillance of the place, and we speculated that maybe they've moved and they're waiting for someone else to try to break in.
Yeah, that's basically what I thought was happening. That's why I wanted to call the bomb scare so we get people in there immediately. Yeah, I do regret not moving on that, but maybe it would have been bad overall.
Wanted to call a bomb scare on the Korean mafia.
Yes, on that building, because that way we could have got immediate law enforcement in there and we could have gotten some good evidence from that. But I know we've got some other more complicated goals we're trying to deal with as well, so I understand.
If we go in there, we might still be able to get the thumb drive. There's no telling if it took everything.
We could hire innocent plumber to go in there and see what happens if they get jumped by.
You want to use a human being as like a bait in a trap, and are you going to let them know
This
that
plumber's
is
name is
Oh
Patrick.
no.
Why don't instead we just
I don't
ambush
think they're
the
going to
vehicle?
get killed. You assume they're immediately going to go and kill them?
Yeah, I do think they would.
They might just go up and ask them and try to get
Try to
information
tell us.
from them. They try to get information from them about who hired them, what are they doing. But as long as we don't give the plumber any of our information, we can be safe from that.
Why don't we just ambush one of the cars, take them, sneak in there afterwards? If we can do it sneaky,
That sounds fun. So we ambush them, and then what do we do with them?
we kill them. We hide their bodies inside the building.
Okay. Oh, so you then want to go in the building, but I just
Yeah.
assumed that if we get one, that the other team would see that we attack them, and then they would come. Seems like we'd have to get all of them at once.
Wait, Brian, does that seem likely? So they're guarding both entrances.
Right. So
Are
the
those
teams
entrances-
don't have line of sight to each other because they're like around the block. Two teams that you could tell from the footage. Like the footage is directed at the entrances. It's not directed at the street. You don't have a full picture of. There could be other surveillance teams, but your footage is directed at the entrances again. And from that, you could tell that there's two teams and they are like around the block from each other. They don't have line of sight.
I mean,
So,
what
use
about just
magic or
going?
something.
Yeah, or just going through the tunnels.
We could go through the tunnels, but do we know any other entrances to that area?
Oh, sorry.
We know so we went through the pharmacy, so we don't know if they found out about that. Maybe they did. They might be watching that. But then there was a bunch of tunnels underneath, which isn't that what Vanessa was looking at?
And you guys exited also from. It's like a.
Yeah, so they're probably going to watch that entrance, I imagine. Is that what Vanessa was mapping out? Was underneath that place?
Yes.
Okay. Vanessa, did you get some good info from that?
I'm not there.
Yeah, so Vanessa's busy at the moment. So
I have a lot to contribute right now, but I'm not there.
okay, Vincent, you receive a text message from Harold. He says, "What's up? You want to hang out?"
Yes, I'm here. Come to this place.
One of the heralds.
I'm at Chemical Tricks. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm at the bar. I'm at the bar that I am at. And turn off your eyesight glasses, please, or don't bring them at all.
He gives the hang ten symbol and he says "way." And okay.
I should probably tell the group the backstory on this guy. I forgot to do that when it was appropriate. Brian, is now a good time, or did you have something else to say?
It is now appropriate, yes.
Okay. I've known Harold a long time. He does seem very clumsy and like he doesn't know what he's doing, but I've seen it time and time again where it just ends up that he fumbles his way into success. Just give him a chance, and I can assure you I haven't had any problems with him. He has accidentally bumped into gangsters and stuff, and when you think that I thought it would ruin everything, it ended up being good. I know you may get some cringe, but I can vouch for Harold, just so you guys know. Vincent can.
All right. We trust you.
Yeah. You don't need to tell him everything, but yeah, he's a good guy and he helps me out a lot.
Okay.
He's a family friend.
Luck has always been superpower.
Yeah, it counts for a lot.
Yeah, so now, Vikessa, you're after your meeting with Martha, you head downtown Brooklyn. You're walking to this dive bar and approaching from the opposite direction down the street toward the door of the dive bar is this guy you remember as Harold, the guy who stumbled into the Vincent's warehouse. Vincent's guy who works with Vincent, and he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, hey, you got in here?"
Yeah, I'll be friendly.
And he said, "Okay," and he holds the door open for you.
Thank you, Harold.
All right, and so you both walk towards the same booth. He's like, "Oh, you're going there too." That makes sense. And so you see the rest of the group. That's pretty much everybody is there.
Oh, I'm also when I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around, make sure A, I'm not being followed. B, there's nobody in here that looks like it looks so visually divey that I can show people things and talk about stuff in a booth or whatever.
Okay, give me an observation scout roll.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Sure.
Observation.
Wait, so you're saying that this guy Harold just happens to coincidentally have these bizarre things happen to him where he meets with gangsters, but then everything's okay? And we're supposed to trust him? Isn't that a little shady?
You described it so badly.
Did I describe it badly, or?
I guess I'm just Matt. Now Matt's interpretation of what you said is funny to me.
Feel free to add on, Brian, if you would like to.
No, I don't know. I don't mean to. I'm not razzing on you. I think what I mean to say is Matt's interpretation. It makes what you sound very bad.
Yeah,
it's an interpretation. A funny.
Matt, it sounds like you were saying he is secretly friends with bad gangster guys. That's not what I was saying. What I was saying is what.
One thing I know about this guy is he's always wearing these eyesight glasses.
Well, he's not right now.
Maybe the eyesight glasses are controlling him and putting him in these weird situations. He doesn't even realize it.
Has he always had these, or are these new, Brian? The eyesight glasses?
They're new.
Okay, I'll tell him that they're new. It's I didn't even know he had them, so he's always just been like that. Yeah.
Or he just coincidentally is in the right place at the right time.
Or lucky.
No, it seems like he's in the wrong place but it ends up being the right time. But you would think it would be the wrong time. No, just give him a chance. That's all I say. If you don't like him, then
so suspicious.
Yeah.
Jason keeps giving Harold these furtive glances, and it's starting to creep Harold out a little.
Okay, yeah. So Harold and Vikessa approach the table at the same time. Oh, you guys give me your observation scouting rolls.
I got a 3. No, I got a 4. Sam got a 1.
Okay. All right, Patrick, you don't believe there's anybody in the bar that's spying on you guys.
Okay, I'll tell.
In fact, you're pretty sure of that.
I've done what is it called? a visual pat down of the place, and we're safe.
Jason will be like, "Who are you? You're like a locksmith, aren't you?
Yep, just your everyday locksmith.
So
You're giving
Yeah.
this place a visual pat down."
A visual Patrick down. If you
So
Patrick, Vincent, you could at this moment describe, like, you could, without breaking eye contact from Jason, you could describe the demeanor and activities of like the 10 most shady people in the bar right now.
Jason's
Okay.
visibly impressed by this. Wow.
yeah, I'd be like, okay, so the worst guys we have here are that guy over there, and right now he's cheating on his girlfriend. I can tell because XYZ, he's not a threat. And I would just list some examples like that. And then as far as my job and my experience, I don't know what I've told you guys. Matt, what do you know? You hired me, remember, to stake out that place. Do you remember that, or was that before your memory, Jason?
I don't really remember hiring him.
I think was it Vanessa? No.
Yes, I have a side gig. I do a little bit of, it has a sort of a funny name, penetration testing and security verification.
Pen testing.
Yeah, so it basically,
10-15.
I get hired to see how secure places are. So I've had a lot of experience getting in and out of places and observing security type situations.
That makes sense that I hired you then. I can believe you sound like
Yeah.
you're very talented.
Yeah, thank you. But I'll earn your trust. But Harold, what's going on, man? You got any news for us?
He says, "What? No, I made your ladder. There's he like lowers his voice, looks around. I made a secret ladder outside the warehouse.
Yeah,
But-
cool.
Look, I know he like fishes out in his pocket and he pulls out an eyesight and he's like, I'm not gonna put it on. Don't worry, guys. But I'm just super pumped about this. Is so cool. This technology is so cool.
Well, tell us about it, because we're a little skeptical about that thing. So
It's like,
tell
have
us
you
what's going on.
Have you listened to Bloody Rose?
No, what is Bloody Rose?
She's a pop star, and she's all like up in the eyesight shit, and she's got, you guys should watch her Queen of Shadows. You could put it on, you could watch, it's like happening right outside. It's like augmented reality, but like all over the city. It's like a music video, but it's happening everywhere, and it's 3D. It's crazy, man. Anyway, I don't know. I just love, she's so deep. If you like listen to her lyrics, I don't know. I get choked up because I think she has a lot to say, but people don't think about it. She's
What is
misunderstood.
what is the
Tar.
stuff that she's talking about or singing about?
You know, sometimes you feel like your life is like it's like the Matrix. Like you're in a box and you're trying to figure out what's real and what isn't, and people tell you about one thing and they say you're this and you're that, but it's like she gets it. It's all about like creating your own reality. What have you guys? Do you guys know
That
what I'm
sounds like
talking
she's teaching people how to use magic.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, man. She's really. It's like she's a magician of like pop culture, and without people knowing it, she's like saying deep stuff without.
Oh, like the cocktail.
Yeah, she's kind of like Lady Gaga, but darker.
What did Alice say?
Oh yeah.
No, I was just making a joke. It's not.
Oh, that's cool. I'll check it out. I'll check it out on YouTube. I know it's not the same, but that thing's off, correct?
Yeah, I turned.
Can you make sure it's off, please?
He like opens the up and shows you like the inside of the lenses. It's off.
Can I do?
You want to? He like hands it to you. You want to look at it?
No, I want to do an insight on. I just feel from the tone of his voice that he's either lying or unsure.
I think it's more like he's. Oh, I don't need to give you an insight roll for that. I think it's more like he's insecure. Like you're doubting his veracity, and he's thinking like, "Come on, man, of course." But so he's like, "Yeah, it's on." But he's
Okay.
doubting his honesty is making him feel insecure.
Oh, doubting that he would turn it off, or
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because me and I believe the party here. I'll look around, see if anyone nods. We don't want any extra surveillance until we've figured these things out. We want to learn more about them, and I think you're my guy to investigate this, and I really appreciate that you know about this. So I think that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, he nods and like goes quiet and he's like, "Yeah, I'm checking it out."
So we're just here chilling and updating each other. Harold, why don't you tell the crew about yourself, a little bit about your history and all that?
Oh, not much. It tells you that. Let's see. I think Patrick, you might have a better picture of his history. He's from Hawaii, and yeah, he's a friend of Vince's family.
Yeah.
What is Vincent? Vincent? Do you have a last name? Vaughn.
We can use Duquesne for now.
Okay. Duquesne.
Duquesne. Like
Duquesne.
A cane.
Okay. So yeah. Anyway, he's a friend of the Duquesne family, and yeah, and he's been working with you for like over a decade.
Yeah.
And I don't know, not much to tell. I've been doing jobs, and quote marks jobs with Vincent for a while, and I'm a bike messenger. I've been working as a bike messenger.
Yeah, how's that been going?
It's great. It's great. Yeah, I get around. I see a lot of shit around the city.
We've been looking for a guy. Jason, how did you describe me? He has a black car, wears black, and his license plate says Lies or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been curious about that guy because he's quite odd. So if you...
No, I know what you're talking about. I've seen him.
Oh, you know this guy?
I don't know him, but I've seen him. Yeah. He's got like this black car, says Lie on the back, and he looks like a man in black. Looks like a G-man or something with a ponytail. Creepy guy.
Oh shit, I didn't know he had a ponytail. That changes.
The Repo Man.
Yeah, that's great. Do you know anything else about him?
He's a repo man?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he after you or something?
No. If he was after us, we wouldn't be looking for him.
You're after him. You got to repo something from him. You got to repo something.
I'm trying to figure this out, man.
Sorry.
We're just we want you to know.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to learn more about him. He seems quite interesting. I think he may work for debt collectors.
Oh.
So he's like a tough guy that collects on debts or people who didn't pay their debts, right, Jason?
We know he's a repo man. Does Jason remember who he was? He took that guy's car. But he was doing it for a bank or for a gang or for both.
Didn't he just take the tires or something?
Oh, that's right. He just took the tires.
Yeah, he feels like some kind of... I can't think of words. He's not like a normal repo man. Seems like he's like he's like a spiritual repo man. He repossesses things that you want or need, but not that have monetary value.
Harold's like, how does he do that?
We don't know. But Harold, have you seen No Country for Old Men?
Yeah.
He reminds me of the psycho guy.
Fantastic guy.
That's not good.
Yeah, so just obviously be careful if you see him.
Have you seen the movie Repo Man?
That's even worse, isn't it?
Anyway, that guy's my grandpa. Not important.
Oh, he's your grandfather?
Yes.
Oh, wow. On your mom's or your dad's side?
Dad's side.
Wasn't Cavill looking for this guy?
Who's Cavill?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know I was looking for him.
I feel like he had some conversation with a witch about him.
Yes. He disappeared at one point. I'm trying to find him.
Oh, so he's your grandpa. Do you know anything about him? Have you lived with him or he's just been lost?
He's been missing.
Okay. And you don't know about his repo manning, who he's working for, XYZ?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I just know he's here in the city.
Harold, do you remember where you saw him? Has it been multiple places, the same spot?
No, I've seen him twice. Last week I saw him in Queens North, and then this week I saw him in Harlem. That was scary though. It wasn't him that was scary. It was the Harlem. Yeah, that was dumb, but I'm fine. Anyway, no, I saw him in Harlem. What happened?
Yeah.
Well, I got mugged.
Oh no.
Yeah, I lost my package. I'm fine. I went away with my life, and that's what matters. Sometimes the client doesn't matter.
Oh damn. No.
But then as I was riding away, I saw that guy. I saw his license plate. I was behind him at a stop light, and couldn't get around because there was like I was trying to get around, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, can you go forwad?" And then he like looked at me, and I was like, "That guy looks like he's dead." And so I just like minded my own business, and I saw his license plate. That was the second time I saw him.
What do you mean by dead?
He looks like a zombie or something. He's just like pale and skinny and shit. Looks like he's what?
Was he moving? Was he driving?
Yeah, he was looking at me.
Okay.
Just a creepy guy. But I'm sorry, he's your grandpa, and you're looking for him. He's around.
Maybe we can. I'm sure Jason would be great at this. Don't they have little magnet GPS trackers that you can put under cars?
Jason starts pulling one out of his bag.
Whoa.
You mean a low jack?
A low jack, yeah. Could we maybe give one to Harold if he sees this guy again?
All right.
Put it under the car?
Jason's going to use his skill Hidden Stash.
Okay.
pull
Air
this out of
tag.
his gives it to Harold and says, "Good luck, man. I see that again."
He's like, oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't be seen doing it, obviously.
Yeah. I won't.
So how's everybody else doing?
Good. At some point, I got a dry vodka martini.
Oh, Vanessa, we were discussing the one facility that we were looking at. If you're comfortable talking about it now, otherwise.
Harold,
am.
Harold's like, I feel like, am I interrupting something?
No.
I feel like you guys are like trying to talk about something and I'm here and so you're not.
Yeah, maybe it might be better if we meet up later, Harold, and I can update you.
Okay. And he
But-
takes his beer. He's, oh, yeah, I'll go play at those machines over there.
All right.
I just wasn't done talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, first, I'll I have a couple things to discuss, and I have a small gym bag with. Sorry, now I'm trying to pick out my outfit because I wasn't doing anything. Yeah, so I have printouts of the underground infrastructure leading away from the Korean facility, and I'm like, it might be a good idea to try to find some entryways and scope it out. I think that hidden in here somewhere, there's a big enough space to drive into, which I think we should consider. Also, and I'll talk about my meeting with Martha, and I'll open the gym bag. I don't want to take it out because the place is a little sketchy all the way, but I'll show people, and then specifically Jasen, a high-end telescopic camera and a parabolic sound receiver that is also very high-end. And I have a lead on Soma, and then I'll describe the building that Kevin has taken over, and that I met with my other brother tonight. And how do I want to put it? So my other brother and my cousin are concerned because there's a split in the Irish mafia right now, and it has something to do with the Yakuza. But the important thing is that this building is being used for the production or distribution of Soma. So I want to surveil it, which I will probably do tonight. It would be nice if anybody wants to come along or take over tomorrow night. Either way, I'm probably going out with Martha either tonight or tomorrow night to feel her out. Oh, I did forget to mention, there was a lot of talking. I wanted to invite Martha here to introduce everybody to everybody.
Oh, okay.
She sounds a little suspect.
But yeah, she's been following me. I want other people to get a read on her too.
I think I would want to leave. I can go sit with Harold at a different table.
Yeah, maybe ramp up slowly, that sort of thing. So relative
I think
strangers know what we all look like.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to introduce her to other people. I'm too paranoid to be one of those people right now.
Yeah, I think probably Helga is also similarly paranoid, just due to extracurriculars. And she knows a lot about Soma, but I'll hang out with Harold. Seems alright.
Everyone's just going over to hang out with Harold.
I'll say okay, and then once they leave, I'll say there's a good chance
Jason
that she already knows that she's probably already seen me with them anyway. But whatever makes them feel better.
Jason,
he's into it. We've already met one person tonight. Two might be a lot.
I said this after you guys walked away. You don't know that I said this.
Fine.
Jason looks at Harold on that far table. He kind of mutters to himself. He's Harold's watch. Harold's watch.
He's one of the heralds. I'm telling you. I'm also
Order
going to
of the Herald.
Yeah, I say one thing to consider is that the Yakuza somehow knows about my brother and my cousin meeting over their concerns about the building, the Irish Mafia building, which shouldn't be possible. But I know that Martha has been very successfully and sneakily following me.
Jason
of
looks at you and
information.
he's, wait, you're involved in the Irish Mafia, and Martha's a vigilante who's following you.
Yeah, no, I don't like any of it, but I'd rather keep. She's inserted herself into the situation either way, and keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Jason shrugs and he's like, I'll go along with you. Fine, I'll meet this Martha character.
Okay,
I thought she's coming to this bar.
I invited her to meet us here before we head out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I say we have to find a good place to. I'll explain the ranges on the camera is telescoping, and the parabolic sound receiver is 500 feet? I wrote it down.
Yeah, good.
Something like that.
Wait, so Martha told you that she's a vigilante named the
150
Huntress.
meters. Yeah,
Told you that.
correct.
Jason, give me a Scholar Streetwise -3.
Minus a million.
And I got 4 successes, so I apparently know a lot about this Huntress person.
More like
Yeah,
Contress.
That I was gonna make that joke, and then I didn't.
All right,
Jason got
Jason.
one success.
Okay, Jason, you have heard of the Huntress. There's a few vigilantes out there fighting crime for the better or for the worse or maybe fighting for crime, whatever. And the Huntress is some small-time vigilante. Who's been in the news like last month, beating some
guys off.
Yeah, in an alleyway, beating some potential rapists. So some witness said.
I'll mention that it seems like she's
beat them to death. By the way, yeah.
I say that it sounds like she's using like ambiguous global catastrophes as an excuse to live out some kind of a vigilante fantasy.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, but you're right. But you're correct. No, but it's more like
not everyone believes it.
But I'll say, yeah, but more like global warming.
Oh, Jason, that's not real, by the way.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, they just want you to think that global warming is happening.
Architects.
I don't know. I have a lot of. I'm heavily invested in oil.
I'm glad that we have this.
Part of the problem.
I'm gonna glide past that because I don't really give a shit about oil. I don't really give a shit about global warming, dude. I don't even go to the school. Yeah, and I'm like, I said that it was very pedestrian to worry about global warming and peak oil and things on the 5 o'clock news. But to me, it sounds like a thinly veiled excuse to kill people in alleyways with an excuse.
So what are we doing? What's the plan with your camera speaker?
We're doing a stakeout. We got to find a rooftop
of
this building that is being used in summer production. But we only have until Monday because the Yakuza it's complicated, but the Yakuza is threatening or has an interest in 2 of my family members, one of which may back off and inform the mafia that they can do whatever they want, and then he's going to back off. But that might signal that somebody has found out about some kind of what's going on behind the scenes. So I want to do this surveillance before that happens. And
is
also,
this a new place or the place we went?
No one's been there.
Okay.
So I want to do this before Monday because I have to tell my father about what's happening there, and then at some point, my either me or my father has to interact with this accounting company. So right now we're in a liminal space because it's not a business day. We have a couple days window to do this before there's any sort of movement that might alert somebody to what's going on.
Okay, where is it? We doing it right now?
Yeah, I have the location. I'm doing it tonight. As soon as Martha gets here, we can head out. We can at least scope it out and try to find a good roof.
Is Martha coming with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
keep an eye on her. Can she piggyback carry me?
She absolutely can, and you should ask her right away.
So
should Harold come, or should I tell him to not come?
I don't care if he comes.
All right. So the Martha Grace enters the bar, and who all is sitting there with Vanessa? I say that Alyssum and Helga have stepped away.
I guess just Fenrir, Jasen, and Vincent. Finley, Jasen, and Vincent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what Finley wants to do. I presume that they're going to be coming with us, but I don't know.
Yeah, she will. All right. So Martha steps in. She's got her leather coat on, and you can see underneath that a little bit. You can see that she's got her black clothing on, sort of combat boots, like silver rings, and she scans the bar a bit, and then she makes her way over to your table and sits, and she says, "Pleasure to meet you, the 3 of you. Finally, I'm Martha Grace. What's your names?"
Jason introduces himself. He says, "I'm Jason Vandermeer." And he hands her a business card. He says, "I'm a private eye. I hear that you've been following us. Sounds like you're a private eye too, Missy."
She says, "In a way, yeah. I investigate things privately."
You know anything about the architects?
She says, "Of what place?"
No, the architects.
You mean, I don't know what you mean. Nope, I'm sorry.
Never mind. Jason says he looks kind of sheepish.
The architects of what? Depends. There's a lot of architects, Jason. She nods, says, "I don't know." And so she says, "All right." And Finley introduces herself as Fenrir and looks to the rest of you guys and as if to say, "Don't tell her my real name, please."
Okay. Vincent will say, "Oh."
Yeah, go ahead. That's it.
Vincent will say, "My name's Ted Wesley," and wink. She probably already knows what my name is.
She nods and she gestures with a toss of her head, and she says, "Will your other friends be joining us?"
No, I think they will not be.
Fair enough. Do we go now?
Yeah, I'll drain the rest of my martini. And you guys ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Who wants to try? Do you have your van?
Yeah, I can drive.
Okay. So you all get into Vincent's van?
Yeah.
Or that everybody but Alice and Solga. Okay. And you guys head out. Alice and Alyssum and Solga, and you're sitting there with Harold. What do you guys do?
Ooh, we got ditched.
Man, we ditched ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
didn't get
true.
ditched. You left. To be specific, I'm not accusing. I didn't think you really wanted to come anyway.
Wait, where were they going?
Harold's. Oh no, Harold doesn't know.
I'll text them.
But-
Oh, if Pat wants to get Harold,
No, we want Harold.
if you claim Harold, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
between you guys. I don't care.
We're gonna party with Harold tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to the band and we're gonna work on integration. Yeah, it'll be fine.
You're gonna
Now,
listen to
you
Bone.
guys-
You're gonna dance to Bone Cyst.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drink some 40s under a bridge.
Sick reference, bro.
Drink some 40s, please. We're adults with jobs. This is post Four Loco time by a few years. Damn it, I can't make Four Loco.
I think is it before? What is it? Too late for Four Loco, too early for White Claw. Just in time for PBR.
PBR certainly, and there's always Bull's Baby.
I can't believe they made a law about that. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I remember those glorious few years.
I will call them before we leave, unless let's say Vanessa, you want to call them and make sure they're okay.
Yeah, I'll text them and let them know where we're going.
All right, we'll choose to follow you to this weird after party, but otherwise we're listening to some music and we're gonna drink BRs.
Okay, yeah, and Harold insists on introducing you to. As you guys drink more, Harold talks more about Bloody Rose. He's a huge fan. He's been listening since she first started, which was like she first came out like a few months ago. And
she's local.
She lives in New York. Nobody knows anything about her. She always wears this like silver, like half a mask, a drip of blood, this like silver mask, and like a drip of blood coming from one eye. And her latest hit is called Queen of Shadows.
Does she look familiar at all? Do I look at her and does she like take a little old memory? I know you said she's wearing a mask, but does the mask remind me of anything?
This is her album cover. No,
Okay.
no, not particular.
Mhm.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I realized she's got this augmented reality music video, but can we watch regular music videos on Harold's phone or something?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So actually, yeah, I have. So she just came out with this hit. It's the big hit right now called Queen of Shadows. And so in the music video, she's like, in the music video, there's like shadows, the city, shadows are rippling like black water. There's, various like glimpses and reflections of this masked figure watching people through the city, and the city lights begin to flicker and in the rhythm of the song, and the buildings start to breathe, and then she steps out from like shadows and starts to kind of, as she's singing, she's like merging between different shadows and like appearing in multiple different places across the shadows, and like Vincent is like interrupting at parts, being like, and the AR experience is just totally different. It's like she's whispering in your ear, and she's like, okay, keep watching, and there's like shadows forming into these cathedral structures, where she appears to be like praying in them. There's like one lyric where she's saying like, I'm the Queen of Shadows, his body is my crown, his body is my throne, and there's like this shadowy like throne. It's like in the shape of a man's body, with like mysterious shadowy face and stuff. So yeah, her lyrics, she's just singing about, I'm the Queen of Shadows. My demon king is my Judas crown. Build me up to break me down. I want to break free. I want to be me. I want to stay queen. Dancing like all alone. A lot of mirror references. Who am I stuff. Queen of Shadows, Queen of Lies.
Dude, this is giving me, I could be totally off, but this is giving me like Tharania vibes. Wasn't she like attached to the top of, like when Zytera, when they all fused, wasn't Tharania like sitting on top?
I don't remember, but that sounds plausible.
Like maybe this singer is like this world's Tharania.
Yeah, there's also like there's other music that talks about like other worlds and such like that, but the fact that she emerged all of a sudden last few months and is so popular is.
So anyway, that's what Harold is into, and that's what Alice and Helga are being exposed to. So, in the meantime, grab a good.
And it's officially the most attention he's ever gotten from 2 women,
Yeah.
Oh.
even though they're both relatively nebbishy,
Nebbishy? What's that mean?
like bookish.
Oh, okay.
Helga is the small round nerd, and Alice is the stretched out long nerd. We're like the 2 henchmen.
We are.
Yeah, the two extremely very physically active model looking women left.
You don't think you'd
Left with Jasen.
I think I could take you to fight. I'm just gonna put that out there. For the fist
Probably
fight.
not Martha, probably, but Vikessa is very wafer.
Letting my
Okay.
ass just because I'm
Do it.
short.
It's
Vincent,
10 o'clock. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Patrick, you say Vincent.
does Vanessa actually look like those pictures you posted?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Then Vincent would constantly be offering Vanessa food and be looking worried.
Oh, that's so kind.
Vanessa would feel very offended.
All right. So I posted a link to the interactive map. Matt, Patrick, and Sam are the ones that need to get in there.
I mean,
Are you all in there?
What? I'm in here.
Okay, great. So I've just centered the view for all the players. Are you seeing a angled view of a squarish warehouse? This is Sam. This is the Kevin's workshop warehouse that he had that he sold, or rather that he that he bought and is now the manager of. Hold on, let me get that right. Notes. He sold this property to people who are in the Irish mob. He doesn't own it anymore. He did own it, and he sold it. So take a look. My question to you is how would you stake this out?
There's a carport right next door.
Yeah, we go, which is, it looks like you can easily get on the building next to it. These buildings, yeah. So we go up the carport and then try to go on the 2 roofs over onto right here and look, so we can look around the corner of this little roof building.
Right. From the parking lot. Yes, you could hop. There's just a gate up here. It would be relatively easy from this parking lot, like ramp, to hop over this fence and get onto the rooftop here and make your way over here. Yeah, pretty simple.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll stake out at the group.
Okay, so by the time you get there, it would be, let's see, maybe 11:30, something like that. How long would you stake this out?
All night. I don't know, it's 4 or 5 in the morning. We're staking out during crime time. Somebody can take a nap or something, or try to.
Okay.
We're staking out during crime time.
Yeah. Okay.
Or crime utaimu, as the Japanese.
Crimothy Timothy. That's short for crime. So that is
Jason's up there.
Jason's up. Jason's does stakeouts. Vincent, you're fine with staying up there all night? Finley is.
I would probably, if it's safe, like also walk around the.
Yeah, we're doing surveillance. If somebody wants to get an angle, I'm in this position because I have this telescoping camera and sound thing. So I'm just gonna be aiming that in that direction, watching and listening.
Yeah, I'll disguise myself as a homeless person and bumble around.
Done. You showed up with the perfect disguise.
Okay, let's see. All right, so okay, you guys settle in to stake this out, and do you get Alice and Solga in on the?
We're keeping them updated, but I don't think they want to come here.
Okay.
I could be mistaken. They're welcome to, I guess. It's not really their vibe, but I'm not going to decide that for them.
Okay. Yeah. So Helga and Alice, you are getting drunk with Harold. How deep into the cups are you trying to get?
So what time is it, roughly speaking?
Say your friends left at 10:30. How are you trying to go to bed at a specific time? Or are you like?
I would like to be home by 2.
Okay.
Preferably cognizant, not blacked out. But I want to get a little turned. Hang out with Alice, been up a minute, some shit. This other guy, which is fine, whatever. I just want to vibe out and maybe dance a little bit. Like, it's R&R, it's also city integration, it's important.
Speaking of which, give me a wits roll.
A wits roll?
Because you're trying to up your city integration.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're doing a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
Give me a sec.
How do I unmaximize this map? Unfull screen it.
1 success!
Is there? Oh, there is a full screen. So on the bottom right side of the escape. Press escape. So Rachel, you got Pat. Did that work?
Yeah, 1 success.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, Rachel, good. You got Solga got your city integration to rank 3. That means Yeah, all of your skills that are in red are now black, and
Really?
some of them, yes, some of them. So now they are fully usable at their full level. So some of them, like technical, you notice you got your old technical level and your city technical level. Use your city technical level, so you can get rid of your old one.
Okay.
So your city personality itself is also much better at driving than your Forbidden Lands.
That's
so you can get
great.
rid of the.
I'm so glad to hear that. I hope I'm doing this correctly.
You are.
Okay.
Yes.
In terms of just stuff. Part was just I had a lot of weird ads on Chrome. I think
Yeah.
every website should have dark mode. I'm not looking too
Huh.
crazy.
So yeah, Helga and Alice,
Woo.
you get to know Vincent a little bit more.
Harold.
Harold. He's a sweetheart.
Mhm.
He's a little bit ditzy. He's not stupid. He's just got a different kind of intelligence. It's more he's wise. He's got wisdom. Even if he
Started off
doesn't.
a little ditzy.
Yeah. So he's got deep smarts. He's not very rational. He doesn't think rational. He thinks with his feelings, but he's very good at that. And
Seems like a fun guy we'll have a beer with. Hopefully we're enjoying the bands.
yeah, he's like naively. He's very curious and he's very superstitious, but in his own special way. He's also he's very obsesses about really specific things, and he doesn't really think about why he does them. Like he's telling you about, months ago he dreamed about dialing somebody's random number and just telling them to go to a specific spot, and so he did that for a bit, and then he's like he thinks it's like important somehow, and like he's giving some of the important clues to something important, and he's really super in his own. He's like naively optimistic. Like he just says dumb things, but they're like as if he was some kind of special detective. He's like drunk and he's like, someday maybe I want to find the cure for AIDS. I wonder what it is. And then he like takes a drink.
Apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, cure for AIDS. I wonder what it is. Huh. And yeah, and he tells you that he's really drunk and he has premonitions, but he doesn't think much of them. He just thinks of them as I get crazy ideas and so he's an interesting guy. But yeah, I don't know what you guys reveal about yourselves to him.
Keep things pretty close, polite, just net sort of thing. I'm not gonna start like trauma dumping and telling him my hopes and just polite. Oh, do you like this band? What's your beer? Have you lived in the area long? Seen good movies? Like polite small talk.
Yeah. Okay.
If he goes and like pisses or something or wanders off, then like, hey, how you doing? How you dealing with all? But how you feeling with the magic thing?
Sheena's in my closet and she's having a really hard. She's like trying to jump up to snuggle on top of the suitcases and she's really struggling.
I believe
Better
in
than
you.
peeing on the carpet.
That's
Yes.
true. That is very true.
Hallie, what do you reveal, if anything, about yourself to Harold?
I think Alice has had an amount of drinks where she's just not very good at keeping to the conversation topic, and she's just like talking about rocks and also this pop star like obsessively.
Okay.
If he asks a question, she'll answer it without too much obfuscation, unless it's like really invasive. But she's not offering a ton. She'll talk about being a geologist.
He's in the drunk tangent zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Harold seems to listen but doesn't get it.
Does Harold play the AR video game too, or is he just into?
He tells you he hasn't gotten into. He doesn't care about video games a lot. And speaking of which, there is at some point in the night there is like a bit of a kerfuffle in the bar about that seems like it's related to the Omega invasion. It's out front. There's like a fight breaks out on the street outside, and you overhear like people saying, like people talking to each other, being like, "Oh, those are volatiles," or they're trying to infiltrate this alliance cell here at the bar, and it seems to be a fight between. It turns a little bit into like drunk belligerent fight between people, and you overhear that it's like between a team called the Volatiles and called the Alliance. But there's a number of people here with eyesight glasses. I presume so. Alice and Helga probably end up calling it a night
At some point, like
Yeah,
I said, I'd
like
like to
two.
be home by 2 or so, because I have a long day of doing. Unless someone has another idea, needs me or wants me along for anything. A long day of doing this analysis in front of him.
Okay.
Yeah, Alice will do a little bit of casual map browsing to see if she can find another way to the Korean lab, like another entrance on the map that Vikessa made. But other than that, like she's just looking at it very casually, and then she'll go like
Looking for another potential entrance.
yeah.
Okay, give me a Observation investigator.
3 successes.
Okay. Oh, 3.
I'm really good at looking at maps.
Hell yeah, you are.
Okay, so yeah, there are potentially entrances through the sewer system that could get you to close to where you were. Yeah, you find a potential. You don't know. You're not sure if it's connected. So some of these people could have created walls inside the tunnels. So you don't know. These maps won't. If these people built a secret facility, they may have sealed off other entrances that wouldn't be on the map.
Yeah.
But if they didn't, you found a spot where maybe they could, through a sewer system, that could lead to their facility or lead to a wall of underground.
Okay. I will relay that information. I will text it to Vincent and Vikessa and everyone and Jasen.
Okay, cool. All right. The rest of you are you're on the roof, and this is like at, I don't know, 2 a.m. Alyssum texts you like some information about the potential entrance to the Korean facility.
Excellent.
Okay. It's sticking out. It's chilly out here. It's been raining a little bit on and off, and at about 3 in the morning, you do see some like a black Escalade and like some white luxury car pull up to the building, and one of the garage doors opens and they enter, and the garage door closes and the lights turn on inside the warehouse. And 20 minutes later, another nice car pulls up to the curb, and some like six guys get out of an SUV, and they go up to the door of the place, knock, and are let in. And you can roughly hear they have like Russian accents, and they're a little bit of raised voices, like saying, "This is not the place. We're filling quotas elsewhere. This will be used as storage. We cannot. Your ideas." Was like getting out, and then he says, "We have the market covered, and we do not need you here." And he says, "But this place, backup, yes." And then they like some other kind of mumbled conversations about production being spread out, and then the guys leave and they get back in their cars and drive off. And then shortly thereafter, the people who originally entered talk about furnishing a little bit more, backup, safe house, and then they get in their cars and they leave as well. And Finley comes back up and tells you that the guys that you saw closely, the guys went in there. They looked like mobsters, like Russian mobsters. And yeah, that's that. The warehouse is now dark. Everyone has left.
Is there any way? I'm wondering if there would be some way to get a tracker on their car.
You want to use a flashback and give a tracker to Finley?
I wasn't really. I mean that, or while the meeting's happening, maybe going and getting you to follow this so we could follow them.
So Martha has some questions for you. She asks you. So you're staking out. Who are we trying to find out? You tell her like about your brother and all that stuff.
I'm withholding a little bit. I'm saying like, yeah, my brother's gone. Made some deal with some offshoot of the Irish mob.
Okay. She asks you why. So why are we staking out Soma Distributor?
Oh, look at Jasen. Jason's probably taking care of it.
Jasen's like holding a baby up there. He's like, I'm really glad this baby's been quiet this whole time. It's gotten weird. No, yeah. Jasen would explain that the Soma production and distribution is the biggest mystery in the whole city right now. And if Martha is a private eye, she should be interested in it. Who's shipping it? Who's getting it from who? Where's the original source? Who's producing it? How's it being produced? And like why?
So she's like sitting against the lip of the building there. She's like, but why should we care if Soma is actually doing good stuff for the city?
I think it's a little early to tell if it's doing good stuff or bad stuff. Look, I know that you like Soma, but you should be asking questions about it too.
She says, I know that it's largely replacing heroin use. What do you think about that?
Under certain contexts, that would be good. Under certain contexts, that would be bad. I hear of this new drug, fentanyl. If that took over, replaced heroin, that could be really bad.
She says, well, Soma is not causing any... Soma has no side effect. Soma has no addiction. Soma has no withdrawals. So whoever is, even if they're illegally distributing Soma, they're doing a net good for our society.
Oh.
Why are you so concerned about
Jason would ask her about the magic. He'd be like, "You're using magic, aren't you? You've used magic."
She looks at Vinessa and pointedly and says, "You think so? You believe in magic?"
Jason would say, "When did you start using magic?"
She says, "What do you mean by magic?"
You
Just being kind of
fabric
evasive.
of reality to your will, right?
She says, "Do you know magic? Can you show me some magic?"
I don't want to show you a trick right now. I'm just asking you questions. When did you start using magic?
She says, "Jason, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about."
Didn't he see her use magic in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wait, no.
you say whatever you want to.
No,
He
you
didn't see her use magic
you
in the video?
did not. No.
He saw her say that she used magic.
No, but I told you.
No.
Vikessa told me that she
Yeah.
used magic. Alright.
Yes.
Jason would just be like, Vikessa told me to use magic. Was Vikessa lying to me?
She looks skeptically at Vikessa and says, "I don't know how well you know your friend Vanessa." Vikessa?
Vanessa. Sorry. That's
Yeah, I don't know how well you know her, but I don't mean to insult you, Vanessa. But I think you've got some interesting ideas about what you're calling magic. But Jason, I don't have magical powers. I'm not a superhero. I'm just a vigilante, just like you.
Alright, Jason's gonna try to do magic. He's going to is there anyone hurt? Is there anyone hurt here?
You can hurt yourself.
I can't heal myself though, right? He's basically just gonna be like, I understand that you don't want to talk to me about your abilities, and that's fine. You've just met me, and there's no reason that you should trust me. But I will say this, that is that I believe that Soma is connected to the emergence of magic in this realm, and that it is also connected to a disillusionment that people are having with reality. People are taking this and they're beginning to question the very fabric of their reality.
I
I might be wrong about that. But you're not trying to help me confirm or deny it. You're just obfuscating. You know,
She stares at you for a couple seconds, and then she laughs. She laughs in your face. She says, "This realm, right?" And Vanessa, where did you meet this guy? He's been playing too much D&D. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
All right, Jason leaves. He's had enough. I'm sure you'll keep following.
Bye, Jason. She says.
Yeah, what we came here for, which I guess is that your brother is running a secret Soma distribution network without your family knowing about it.
Some of them know about it, but they don't particularly approve of it.
Okay.
We have to find that main facility.
Can I talk to Vanessa alone? Or at least, without, what's her name, Margaret?
Martha.
First of all, I think when they said we'll use this as like a holding facility or like a backup facility, I think it might be a good idea to go down and find Vincent and then try to get in the van and then tail them.
Vincent, would you do that?
Sure, why not? Which vehicle?
Like the Russian guys.
The one that left first?
Yeah, and I'll grab a low jack just in case from Jason.
Do you have another one?
Can I just use a flashback and put a low jack on the vehicle?
If you have one. Do you have one?
I would ask Jason, may I have another low jack?
Hold on, sorry. I was just making formula. What?
That's okay. May I have another low jack, please?
He's holding out his low jack.
Taking pet or metric.
I think I can only make one thing a session, right? With my ability.
Let's see, pack rat.
Hidden stash.
Oh, hidden stash. Okay. Yes.
Can my flashback be that I get the one from Harold?
Oh, that you take it from him. So instead of him being able to put one on,
We'll have to get him another
man.
one.
Okay. Yeah, you can get that from Harold.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a. All right, so you're gonna put that low jack on the car before anybody comes out, while they're like down there, while they are in the building.
Yes, please.
Okay, that is simple enough. No need to roll for that. Okay. And you're hoping then to follow them using the low jack?
Vanessa, what do you want to do?
Yeah, if you can do that.
Yeah, do you guys want to come with me?
I'm not very sneaky. Or
what time is it?
Come with you to what? Follow them or place the low jack?
No, follow the vehicle.
Oh yeah, I'll go down and try to get us to go get your van and follow them.
Okay.
Do we leave Martha behind?
I don't know what anybody else is doing. I'll say we're gonna try to follow them. We'll be back if you want to like keep watching, or I'm not disallowing or inviting anyone from coming.
Martha,
we can wait till the other group leaves, and we can take our time to follow after the Russian vehicle from a safe distance because we know where they're going. Is that good?
Yeah, you have their low jack. You could follow them from quite a far distance away, so they would never know they were being followed.
I'll also, real quick, see if there's any low jacks on my van.
Okay,
It's like a
give me.
quarter day.
Really? I just
They
want
won't
to
do it.
spend. Go ahead.
No, just see if there's a LoJack in your van. It might take an hour to make
I'll just-
sure fully that there's nothing anywhere,
Or do you just
or
mean?
maybe half an hour.
Do you mean you just have one available, or there's one tracking your?
No, I'll have. How many are with us? It's Jasen, Martha, Vanessa, Finley, me. So it's 5 people. I say, hey guys, let's pick up 1/5 of the vehicle underneath and just look really quick for a LoJack.
Wait, okay, I don't. Sure.
Okay. All right. You all look for a LoJack, and none of you find it.
Nice. Okay. So how
Um,
close do we want to get to this other vehicle?
I guess we can even follow them out of sight because
Yeah, you could follow them from many blocks behind. You could follow them from across the city.
yeah, like far enough that they can't, like a block
Alright.
away, 2 blocks away.
Yeah, let's start out 2 blocks away. Where do they go, Brian?
They head all the way down to Brooklyn Coastal. They head all the way down to Coney Island. Essentially, it's about a 40-minute drive all the way down there. And so, yeah, and I guess depending on how deeply you guys want to follow them, I think this would be a good time to end the session. Yeah, if you guys are wanting.
Okay. Yeah, I just want. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Before I forget, if we can just assume Martha left later, I just wanted to mention something.
Martha would be wanting to come with you guys unless you said, "Okay, bye, Martha."
No, but
Oh, so you want to?
I'm gonna forget. My human brain probably might forget what I want to say after Martha leaves, but I can just make a note if that's what you guys would recommend.
You can have a little private time.
I would say to Vanessa, I think Martha knows where someone comes from.
Yeah, I'm not really convinced. I'm not really sure what her angle is here yet. We should definitely be keeping an eye on.
That's it.
I need to know what she knows.